Hi, tribe. Happy Halloween. Most of you will probably see this on or around Halloween. It's red because I'm in bed and I'm doing my red light therapy because I just got home. I've had a pretty spectacular day. Got to meet some really cool people. Got to do some art, some nervous system regulation and yoga. Got to see some good friends. Got to make some new friends and got to celebrate changes and things that have been in the works coming together, which is really cool. And it's just been a really beautiful day. I didn't really know what this video was going to be about, so I'm going to share what is feeling alive for me in this moment. And one of those things is holographic sound healing. So I practice holographic sound healing, which is the combination of sound, the multidimensional nature of sound, with sacred geometry. So in this practice, it's creating an energetic container with this geometry, with holograms. And a big part of sound healing, of any energy healing, is setting the intention. And so when setting an intention with holographic sound, it's intending that you're receiving exactly what you need. And so it's not about trying to tell the energy or the sound what to do. It's about being open to what that other person or people need the most and allowing yourself to be the conduit for that, to be the sound. And it's such an amazing modality. I hold it so dear to my heart because it's changed my life. I met Dr. Paul a couple years ago when I got my bowl from him, and I'd seen his bowls the year before, and I fell so in love with them. If you haven't checked out holographic sound healing, definitely do, because these bowls are magical. Okay, so if you're not familiar with them, maybe you're familiar with crystal singing bowls. And usually they're white, sometimes they're colored, but they're made out of quartz crystal. That's what makes them crystal bowls, is they're made out of quartz crystal. And what's really special about Dr. Paul's bowls is that he mixes other crystals in with them. So my first bowl is a throat chakra bowl, and it's quartz and sapphire. And it's this beautiful blue bowl, and when I played it, I knew. I was like, oh, it's this one. This is not what I thought I was buying in this moment, but this is the one that is speaking so loudly and clearly to me. And that's why I love them. And so I've gotten to do some expos with Paul and being in the business and supporting holographic sound behind the scenes a little bit. And there's something so magical about when people find their bowls. And I think this is true about all the instruments, really, but I've gotten to see it and feel it myself with the crystal bowls. And there's a resonance there. Like, we are resonating to something. Maybe it's something that we need right now. Maybe it's not even about us. Maybe it's about the people that we get to serve, the communities that we get to serve. But what's really cool about holographic sound is that in addition to it being about crystal bowls, which it's not even really about crystal bowls, they just happen to be a perfect complement to this modality. And when you take the training, you'll totally understand why. Or if you've been to Dr. Paul's meditations or my meditations or any of the other wonderful beings in and around Austin and beyond that are doing holographic sound and sharing these meditations, they're amazing. And you don't need a crystal bowl to do holographic sound. You don't need any instrument at all to do holographic sound healing, actually, because the main instrument, your main instrument, is you, is your own voice. Did you know that the most healing instrument for your body is your own voice? Do you know the profound resonance that your voice has for other people? That your voice cannot be imitated? It is 100% you. It is you. It's inside here. And it's this. And it's all the things that you can do with your voice is you. And so it's an invitation into using your voice, which I didn't even know that I needed. And I don't know that I would have signed up for that class had I necessarily known that. I did have a little inkling. There was someone who mentioned something about using the voice before it. But when I started playing that bowl, I knew that I had to learn more about what I was even doing with that bowl, what was possible for me to do with it. And I took Dr. Paul's training, and it shifted everything. It was like remembrances, it was activations, it was touch points to things that I knew or hadn't known. Dots were connecting, and I was meeting people that would end up having profound impacts on my life and still do. And there's something really special about groups coming together. And if you've been in a group with me, I've probably said this because it's important to acknowledge that when we come together in a group, there is divine will at play. Because the way that I see it is that our higher selves are conducting things outside of our conscious awareness, and that includes putting us in rooms and in groups of people with other souls, because we're doing this little exchange of our energy, of our information, of our sound, of our own healing, of what needs to be healed, what we're asking for help with. And we may not even interact with these people. Like, that group of people may be everybody who's sitting at the restaurant together, or it could be everyone who's doing a craft together. And every single time that these groups come together, there's something so potent and magical about it. And so these trainings also offer you the opportunity to meet your soul family, like I did. And that is so rad. Are you kidding me? Like, there's a place that I get to go where I get to like learn about sound, healing, and music and frequency and what that gets to mean. Not to mention Egyptian culture and so many cool guides. Like, it's so good. And while I'm there, I'm going to meet people that my soul has been waiting for me to meet until this very moment in time. Why would I not say yes to that? So the reason that I'm diving into holographic sound is, you may have seen my other post from today, which is that I'm officially co-teaching holographic sound healing. This is going to be my first co-teaching experience with holographic sound, and it's going to be this December. So the training is the 7th to the 10th. It's here in Austin. Getting to do this with Dr. Paul is a dream come true for me. I've been in a teaching apprenticeship with him and really just learning from the master himself. This is a modality that he channeled and that he is writing yet another book on. And I'm so excited and grateful. And I would love, love, love for you to join me. So if you have been asking me when I was going to teach holographic sound healing, it's now. It's happening now. It's finally happening now. And if you're curious about what that would be like, what it is that I do, how I learned to do what I do, who I learned from, then come and join me and my teacher, Dr. Paul, because I would absolutely love to share this experience with you. It's going to be so wonderful. And this modality, even if you never use it with anyone else but yourself, it's going to change your life. And probably you'll find yourself using it with other people, because I am using the holograms all the time. I put holograms around everyone all the time. Everyone who's watching this video, who watches any of my videos, boom, hologram. Like, if you come to my meditation, if you see me out in the wild, boom, hologram. Like, trust that I have you hologrammed, babe, because I know the power of this thing. I know what happens when we're using sound frequency and geometry together, sacred geometry. And I know that I don't even know because there's so much more happening than I get to even know. But I also know and I feel and I witness, and it's so rad and so wonderful. And so I'm over 10 minutes once again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who's been watching this series, who's been sending me messages, who's been leaving me comments. It's really awesome to get to do this and to move through this edge for myself. And yeah, I'm also posting these on YouTube. I think there is a slight delay, but I'm working on doing it the same day that I post on Instagram, except for when I do these like 10:30 p.m. ones. It'll probably go on YouTube tomorrow. But if you're like me and you're one of those people who likes to speed it up, you could speed it up on YouTube. Okay. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Have the best Halloween. And thank you so much again, everyone who made today so special. So grateful. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.